Okay, for our first problem, we have here a beam as shown in the figure. This is loaded with a concentrated load having a value of 30 kilonewton and 50 kilonewton. So we have here the total length of the beam, which is 6 meters, and we have a hinge support. We have here a hinge support at point B. This is a hinge support at point B, and you have a roller at point C. So we're going to have the value for the shear and moment diagram. And of course, we have to identify the shear equations, shear forces value, and the moment forces value. So to identify that one, we have to know first the reaction forces at point B and at point D. So how to know or how to compute for the reaction forces at point B and point D? So we have to consider the load diagram. So this is a load diagram that is given. So using the equations of equilibrium, so we simply have here our summation from the load equation, from the load diagram, we have to identify our reaction forces, R sub B and R sub D. So simply we have the summation moment at point B. So if we're going to have summation moment at point B, we can get the value for the reactions at point D. So meaning to say that will be this. Of course, we have to consider here our counterclockwise direction, the negative, and clockwise direction to be positive. So which means that this will be equivalent to negative R sub D times our moment arm distance from point D towards point B, which has 5. Then we have here 50 kilonewton in a clockwise direction, so plus 50 times the moment arm distance, which is 3. Then we have counterclockwise direction, 30 kilonewton, so minus 30 times the moment arm distance, which has 1, equal to 0. So we try to simplify this one. So once we simplify, we're going to have negative 5 R sub D is equal to, this is equivalent now to, you will have here negative 150, then plus 30. So this is negative 5 R sub D, which is equal to this is negative 120. So therefore our R sub D is equal to 24 kilonewton. So we have now the value for R sub D. Then we compute here for the reaction at point B, R sub B. So we have here summation moment at point D equal to 0. So this would be far. So meaning to say you are going to have a counterclockwise direction, clockwise direction rather, which is R sub B times 5 moment arm distance. Then you have 50 in a counter, negative 50 times 2. Then we have 30 in a counterclockwise direction also, negative 30 times 6 equal to 0. So we have 5 R sub B is equal to, this will give us 100 plus, we transpose, plus 180. So R sub B here is equal to 56 kilonewton. So we have now the value for our R sub B. After the computation for R sub B and R sub D, we have computed now our reaction forces. We are going to compute now for the shear forces and for the shearing force equation and the moment force equation. For our shearing force equation and moment force equation, so we are going to have by segment. So we have we have here three segment rather. You have segment AB. We have segment AB, we have segment BC, and we have segment CD. So for every segment, we have two sections so that we could identify the shear and moment equations for segment AB, segment BC, and segment CD. So therefore, let us have segment AB. So if we consider segment AB, so we have here our cut section. So we have here point A. And of course, we have our force, which is 30 kilonewton. So from there, of course, this is at a certain distance, x. So we're going now to have our shear force, AB. So this is equivalent to shear force AB, or shearing force is equal to the vertical forces. So that will be equal, you only have negative 30 kilonewton. Then for the moment force, AB, so that will be the couple. So we have 30 in a counterclockwise direction. So this will be negative 30 multiplied to the moment arm distance, which is x. So we have negative 30x. This is in kilonewton meter. Then we will have segment BC. For our segment BC, this will be our 30 kilonewton. Then we have our reaction force, R sub B. And of course, we have our cut section. So we consider the left member of the cut section of our segment BC. So this is point B. So this is our point C. So therefore, this distance, of course, from the cut section towards point A is our x. This is our point A. So therefore, for shearing force AB, that will be equivalent to negative 30, then plus R sub B. And of course, R sub B, we have computed that one, which is equivalent to 56. So negative 30 plus 56. And this gives us our 26 kilonewton for our shearing force. For our moment force BC, that will be equivalent now to, we have here in a counterclockwise direction, negative 30 multiplied to our moment arm distance, which is x. Then we have a clockwise direction plus R sub B times the moment arm distance, which is, we have here x minus 1. So this is 1. So this will be x minus 1, that is the moment arm distance. So therefore, if we try to simplify this one, we will have negative 30x, then plus, this is 56 times x minus 1. So further simplification, negative 30x, then minus 56 plus 56x, then minus 56. So therefore, this will give us 26x, then minus 56. So this is in kilonewton meter. So this is now the equation for our member BC, for our segment member BC. So let's have now member CD. So if we're going to consider member CD, so meaning to say you have here our cut section. So this is actually our 30 kilonewton. Then we have our R sub B. Then we have our 50 kilonewton. And this is our point D. This is point C. So from that distance, this is actually equal to X. So this is 1, this is 3. So therefore, if we're going to have our shear force CD, so that will be equivalent to the summation of the vertical forces. So we have negative 30, negative 50, then plus we have 56. So therefore, if we try to simplify this one, this gives us negative 24 kilonewton. Then moment CD. For the moment CD, this will be equivalent to, you have here in a counterclockwise direction, so you have negative 30 times X. So negative 30 times X. Then that is towards, you have to take note that our reference point is on the cut section. So then we have plus this one, plus R sub B times X minus 1. Then we have 50. This is minus 50 times X minus 4. So therefore, if we try to simplify this one, this will be equivalent to negative 30x. Then substitute our R sub B, which is 56. So we'll have plus 56x minus 56, which I simply have multiplied to our variables x minus 1. Then minus this gives us negative 50x. Then we'll have 50 times 4, which is 200, plus 200. So if we try to simplify further, we can have, you combine this one, and this. Tapos you combine 56 and 200. So this gives us negative 24 x plus 144. So you have now your equations for our shear force and moment force at segment CD. Okay, we're going to draw our shear and moment diagram. So based on our equations a while ago for shearing force and moment force, so we have to identify its numerical value. So we have to substitute a given value for x. So let's start with member AB. So our shear force AB actually is equal to negative 30. And our moment AB is equal to negative 30x. So for AB, the length is 1. So you have negative 30 times 1, so this is negative 30. Then for member BC, our equation for shear force BC is equal to 26. Then our shear moment force BC is equal to negative 30x plus 50. This is actually equal to positive. This is positive, moment BC is positive 26x minus 56. So for member BC, our x here is equal to 4. So that is from point A towards point C. So this is 26 times 4 minus 56, and this will give us 48. So we have now the value for our moment. Then for member CD, so our x here is equal to, so you have 2 plus 3 plus 1. So that will gives us 6. So shear force CD is equal to negative 24. Our moment